Hi, welcome to Little Artist Academia. Today we'll be exploring Raya and the Last Dragon and learning how to draw baby Tuk Tuk. So grab a pencil, a piece of paper, and something to color with, and we'll begin. So to start, we're going to grab our pencil and we're going to draw a light oval. Something like this, and I'm drawing really loose. Next, I'm going to draw 2 light circles, like this, and an oval right here. Next, I'm going to draw a curve, another curve. These are going to be the eyes. Okay, next I'm going to draw 2 little ovals here, and this is where his antennae are going to be. And then a big curve for his mouth, and then another curve underneath that. So this is going to be a good baseline for his face. And next I'm going to draw his big shell. So it's going to come down like this. And then it's going to curve up. Something like this. Curve around the side. Kind of angles a little bit more over here, so I'm gonna fix that. Still doesn't look quite right. Let's see. Come up. Okay, that's pretty good. And again, I'm just drawing really lightly right now. This is just to help me kind of define the overall shapes, and then I'll come back in with more detail. So next I'm going to draw in his legs. So there's 1, 2, and then the other front leg right here, and then curve right here for his belly, and then his other back leg. And then I'm gonna just draw some quick circles. These are gonna be where his toes are. So there you go. There's some good, light outline for our sketch, and that's going to help us when we get into more detail. So now we have our sketch lightly drawn in. Now I can add more detail. So I'm going to start with his face and his eyes, to be specific. So I'm going to darken this up. This is going to be his left eye. You have his right eye. And then around on the edges of his eyes, he has his lashes. So draw them on the left side, and then we're going to draw it on the right side. And then I'm going to draw the irises. So it's going to be a partial circle and then a circle, a partial circle within a partial circle, and then a little circle, and that's going to be left white. And the same thing on this side. So you have a partial circle, another partial circle within that partial circle, and then a little circle for the eye. And then I'm going to draw his nose in. So it curves like that. You have a little curve on the underside and it comes up like this. Go, there's his nose. And then I'm going to draw in his smile, so little lines for dimples. And then it's going to come down at a nice little angle here. Go something like this. And then his mouth is slightly open down here. And a little bit of a lower lip down here peeking out. And then I'm gonna see his front two teeth. Like that. And then there's a line coming up here. And now that I'm looking at this, I think his mouth needs to be slightly higher. So I'm gonna just fix that real quick. Sorry about that. Move it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Same thing. Mouth's slightly open. Drawing his lower lip. And then two front teeth. Like that. And then I'm gonna draw two little curves to kind of highlight his cheeks. And then two curves here for the bridge of his nose. And then the bottom, I'm gonna have a little bit of a dip for a chin. So it's gonna look a little curve there. And then it comes something like this. And then he's gonna have a few hairs peeking out like that. Same thing on this side. As long as I have a couple like this. Draw part of his shell that comes really close to his face. Something like this. And then I'm gonna define his antenna a little bit more. That. Clean this up a little bit. So there you go, there's his face more well defined. And next I'm gonna define his shell a little more. So he has kind of like plates, or I don't know what you would call it, but there's kind of different pieces of kind of shell kind of on top of each other. So I'm gonna start this one. Curves around something like this. There's not another one. Another one, and then there's going to be two more in the back. Something like that. And then lastly, we have his feet. So this front one's going to curve like that. And then his toes come in something like this. And then I have little toenails that I gotta draw. So here are his toenails. I can clean this up a little bit. And then we have this back one poking out. A little toenail. Then his belly is showing a little bit there, and then there's going to be this back leg, which you just see part of that, and then this front toe. This front foot, excuse me. With its toes and again its little toenails. And there you go. There's our completed sketch. And now that we've done that, it's time to color. So to color, I'm going to outline this in colored markers and then erase the pencil work and come back in and color in with color pencil. So there you go. That's one way to draw baby Tuk Tuk from Raya and the Last Dragon. I'm gonna do one more small thing, and that's gonna be to draw 2 little curves underneath Tuk Tuk's eyes, like so. And now we're finally done. Thank you so much for joining us. Great job, and join us next time when we explore the movie Luca.